Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Chronicle of Arius Cyril. Alright, so we've still got a few months before a new development on the Ancient Curse. Alright, so let's see about improving things in the kingdom. Alright, my general request an audience. Again. What's our military at anyway? 6. I could get it to 7, but that won't increase our build point. Alright, so we're still troubled. Okay. Alright, I don't have anyone of... Okay, he's on something. How long is that supposed to take? 20 days. So he won't be able to get to this one, period. Lame. Alright, you can go ahead and start that. You're gonna fail, but oh well. You can go ahead and work on the spider invasion, Rigongar. I have a handful of people's endeavors so I can support. Okay, so... I really need things that'll increase stability. Okay, great. How many AP do we have right now? 609. Alright, so I can support the Magisters, the High Priests, the Curators, the Generals, and the Counselors. The Counselor is busy right now. So is the General. Yeah. I can't do that one right now either. Why is this the only one it shows as X'd out? I mean, I can't do that one right now either, so... Alright, before we do that... Alright, so we've pretty much built everything in Cerelia, right? I don't have any spaces open on the grid. Okay. Alright, let's look at Lindsayshire then. Alright, so Lindsayshire got some space. It is currently a town. Alright, so things that could do stability. A cistern would help. That makes sense. A fort would help. That would also increase military again. Where's the barracks? Way over there. I can't make the jail adjacent to a barracks, but I could make it adjacent to a fort. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and build a fort at that edge of town there. And we're gonna go ahead and build a jail as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna put an orphanage right next to the jail. Um... That's right, and a cistern will help with, stability too. Alright, so we'll put a cistern over there. Things looking in Octavia Port. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and build the piers there. Alright, so we've got the teleportation circle, the bulletin board, the longhouse. If we have a brewery and a tavern, we'll have stability. We'll have a +1 to stability. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna build a tavern. Okay, maybe I want to cancel that. Arg. I think we're gonna build a second longhouse. Alright, so we're gonna get a tavern. And a barracks. Because they both get bonuses if they're next to a longhouse, and then there's a bonus if they're next to each other. And then we'll get a brewery. It doesn't have to be adjacent, it just has to be in the same place, right? When located in a settlement with a tavern. Alright, and if we have a windmill, that'll have an effect too. But I don't have a slot where I can build a windmill. I don't know why it's showing up as a possibility. Well, that's fine. We can leave that open for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and alright. So communities at 5, arcanes at 2, stabilities at 3, culture is at 5, espionage is at 2. So is divine already at... Oh, that's 4, okay. Divine's at 4, what's arcane at? 2. Alright, I think we're gonna up our culture, because, I mean, culture is culture, so... There we go. Right, our culture has reached rank 6. Like livestock, you didn't assign an advisor and left this opportunity to pass up. Well, yeah, I wasn't going to do that. Obviously. Of course he failed. Alright, Ragongar's triumphed. Excellent. Feast for the afflicted. Excellent. The treasure arraigns the fancy festival. Cool, so we're worried instead of troubled now. Alright, so he's still got 6 days on that. Flight from a god. A large group of fugitive slaves from Resmiran approach the border. There are numerous craftsmen and artisans among them. Will they find safe refuge here? Hell, yes they will. You say they're fugitive slaves? They absolutely will. What? Only 16% chance? Alright, celebrity. A legendary scholar from Absalom is traveling the River Kingdoms, giving a series of lectures about the circulation of souls in the universe. The famous half-elf should be invited to the capital. Such a visit would greatly benefit the subjects of the kingdom. Let's see, he would afford. Why is everything so difficult? And we only ever get things to improve the skills of people who are already terrible compared to everyone else at their jobs. Let's see, a war of shadows. The region is being torn apart by a war between two criminal clans. What's worse, one or the other warring family has every local guard in their pocket. Only outside intervention can put an end to the bloodshed. Okay. One is 26 and it's only Ekin. Good. Military unrest. With how much we favor the military and give good things, how do I have military unrest? The soldiers are complaining about their abuse of commanders. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I could see that. In their defense, the commanders insist that the current training methods are best for turning youngsters into true warriors. You're not supposed to turn them into warriors, you're supposed to turn them into soldiers. See, the general must restore order within the ranks of the kingdom's defenders. Well, of course only Ragongar can do that. What's this? Ransom and gold or iron? Oh, that's the one that... What's-his-face... that only Tristian can do, but he can't actually do. Alright then. What are we doing right now? 238. Yay, I actually have a few stability points now after having built some stuff. Alright. Light from a god. Tristian could do that. Okay, I will save that one for Tristian. Celebrity. Ublos could do that. +3 to economy on success or triumph. 70% chance if I give him one of those. 95 if I give him both. Really use that. +3 to economy though. But no. I'll give him one of the crisis points for that. Alright, a War of Shadows. Zendayo, work on that. Take the other crisis point. Better not muck this up. We really need more stability. Alright, military unrest, Ragongar. Of course, you take care of that. Light from a god's gonna wait for right now. Alright. some of these other projects. Support the general's endeavors. Unders of the land. I had been saving up those points for this, and then I spent it all on infrastructure. Lame. I've got another research into the nature of curses. Who can do this one? Harm can do this one. Okay, well Harm's not going to do that one right this sec. And cultural development. Yeah, I don't think any of these are really worth it. I can strengthen the storyteller's skills. Costs 100. Alright, fine. It costs 130. Only Jublos can do it, of course. So that's gonna have to wait. Scouting the northern regions? What does that do? Uncover potential threats and points of interest. Okay. Let me just look at all the curses right now. So I don't have the money to do that one. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Okay then. Wait, what's the point then? It costs 200 but it has no effect? I'm so confused on that one. Oh, Lindsay could take care of this? Alright, Lindsay, take care of the trade agreement with Gralton. Alright, now let's go ahead and do one of these rank ups. Yeah, let's support the Magister's endeavors. Alright, so Magic Arcane has reached rank 3 now. Cool. Ransom and gold or iron. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fail that one. Light from a... You said that was gonna be... That said we had until later than what it is now. Hungry Vassal. Good job, Tristian. Military unrest. Good job, Rigongar. Celebrity. Oh, nice. Excellent job, Jublos. And recovery from the barbarian invasion. Alright, good job, Keston. We're stable! Oh my god, we're stable! And Ekun's still working on that. So what do we got here? Slum dwellers. Why do we have slums? Who is building slums on purpose? Our settlements are too new for there to be slums in any of them. See, in any region, there are beggars, vagabonds, and paupers that roam the streets and refuse work. But the problem here has grown out of control. They beg for money, commit crimes, and spread disease and filth. The paupers seem to multiply by the day and threaten our honest citizens. They fill the slums and turn towns into grimy underworlds. This problem must be addressed before the prosperous city turns into a shanty town. Tristian could work on that. Have a 65% chance. Alright, we're thinking about that. The circus. A traveling circus arrived from Katapesh, full of performers with amazing skills and striking freaks. Why are they hitting freaks? They've been everywhere during their travels, and have much further yet to go. They possess fresh rumors and most amazing tricks. They could be useful to the kingdom. I mean, for the kingdom. Busy. He's busy. Bublos could work on it. Military outrage. Some soldiers on leave have been bullying the peasants. Regular clashes have been occurring in the streets and taverns. Such brutality gives the army a bad name, and these fights will end up in a massacre sooner or later. The peasants have been forming gangs to catch and punish the drunken soldiers one by one. It's time to put an end to this. Yes, Rigongar, get your soldiers in line. And the Law of the Pike. All knights from Fort Inevitable, which is ruled by the Order of the Pike, are invading the region to bring it to heel. They're conducting judgments and executing people however they see fit. This is absolutely unacceptable. Yes, it is. And Keston's the only one I can send on this, and he can't do shit against it. Ugh. Okay, tell you what. Everyone else, start your events. Is there no one who can do that job better than Keston? No, there's like not a single other person that could do this job. Right. Right, the counselor does what now? Loyalty. But he's busy. Alright, Harem. We're going to rank up our divine. Alright. Yay, Kundayo did something. Good job. Alright, good job, Rigongar. Trade agreement with Gralton. Good job, Lindsay. And we are trading with Rostov. Nice. Forgot I'd been working on that. And we've strengthened the storyteller's skills as a curator. Okay, so we've got two new events. Let's see, the missing ambassador. A foreign ambassador arrived in our lands, but went missing on the way to the capital, together with their entire cortege. The guards have discovered evidence of an assault, and an investigation is in order. Whoever committed this crime must be found and punished, or the king himself will be held responsible. Let's see what the other event is, then. Safe Refuge. Beverly's great houses have been fighting a silent war for generations. When their homeland becomes too dangerous, House Orlovsky sends their entire family abroad, along with all their servants. The great house would surely appreciate it if the king provided them a safe refuge. I mean, if you pay for accommodations, you're welcome to stay. Akundeo, you handle this one, which you will fail at. And Valerie, you handle this one, which you will probably fail at as well. But this one over here, Eston, you'll do this with 2 crisis points, because that was the whole reason we waited, was to get you another crisis point, so that hopefully you'd have a chance of success. Oh, let me tell you guys to start yours. Oh, I can strengthen Jod's skills, but he doesn't work for us, though. Well, will it let me strengthen someone else, or was it just Jod? Actually, it says strengthen Jod's skills as a high priest, but Jod's not even a choice. Strengthen the storyteller's skills as a magister, but he's not a magister. Alright, how much do we have right now? We've got 305 build points. It's 45 days to resolve. Okay, so that would do what? +3 bonus to resolve any situation the general, warden, or minister in this and all adjacent regions. Okay, what's the other one? Magical place would do Golden Lands replaced with magic and mystery, and your capital and environs are its true heart. Turn the region into a center for arcane studies and a pilgrimage destination. Effect +5 bonus to resolve any situation with the Magister or High Priest in this region. Also provides a +5 competence bonus to knowledge arcana and lore religion everywhere in the entire kingdom. Ooh, I think I like it so much. Alright, but that one's 625. Okay. About into Comland. I like Horse Breeding Center. Oh, but it requires one of those dudes. Okay, what about Silverstep? Fish Farm Village? Any village buildings in this or any adjacent region that grants either community or loyalty bonus now grants a minimum +1 bonus for both. Okay. What about in Varnhold? Unknown upgrades. Got it. How about up here? Breeding grounds? And there are 3 other unknown upgrades. No special effect. Well, then what's the point? I don't understand what's the point in investing in things if they don't do anything. Like Royal Hunting Grounds here. It says no special effect. The Erastil's Holy Place actually provides something. Yeah, that has no special effect, but it's a prerequisite for something else. Alright, so how do I build settlements again? Because I don't have one in the Dire Normal Marches. I don't have enough to claim Glenabon yet. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to exit. Oh well. Oh, Sherelle, the half-elf, is clearly embarrassed to be in the palace. He shuffles his feet and bows shyly. Greetings, your highness. Here, I've brought you something. Rogue's Companion. Hey. Thank you. I hope to see more proof of your mastery in the future. Anyone else coming to pay tribute? No? Okay, cool. But I did tell Keston to work on that, right? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I need more adventuring, but there's not really a lot to do at the moment. I mean, I could just kind of explore. Oh, Londi. And Aelbaldian Scythe. Wait, what's this ring? Okay, so Rogue's Companion is a cloak that grants its wearer +5 competence bonus on trickery, and the ability to cast Expeditious Retreat 3 times today as a first level wizard. Okay, not particularly cool. Alright, what's this ring? It's a Ring of Evasion. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll see if anyone in the party can make use of that. Alright, Lindsay, get your butt back in the party. I really need to take away that, I really need to take away your, whatchamacallit ring. Maybe you'll get that Ring of Evasion and stuff. Yeah, we should explore a little more in the Dire Gnarl Marches, I think. There's also a trail we haven't followed over here in the South Gnarl Marches. Alright, so let's teleport to Amiri Ford. There's new events at the Swamp Witch's hut. Alright, fine. We'll go check that out. But, if I remember when I'm recording the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Pathfinder Kingmaker, the Chronicle of Arius Cyril. I am some guy you've never heard of.